Welcome to the Town of Southampton Conservation Board meeting of September 24th, 2025. I would invite everybody to rise for the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. What is your pleasure on the minutes? And we can't do that, can we?
No, because I have to abstain.
We're going to wait a few minutes on that one. I expect George soon. So let's go to the public hearings. A02403H37 East Shore Drive LLC and the applicant requesting adjournment to October 8th, 2025. Is there anyone in the public who would like to speak to this application?
Motion to adjourn to October 8th, 2025.
Second.
It's been moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A024057 Gregory Robbins and Linda Robbins. The applicant requests an adjournment to November 5th, 2025. Is there anyone in the public who would like to speak in this application?
Motion to adjourn to November 5th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? WB 24001 Farron Farvid. The applicant requests an adjournment to October 22nd, 2025. Is there anyone in the public who would like to speak in this application?
Motion to adjourn to October 22nd, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Advisory reports for the ZBA 19 Bay Drive LLC.
Good evening, Marty Shea, Chief Building Environment. 19 B Drive LLC variance application relates to a residentially developed waterfront property that is being developed. There are several recommended comments. First is that based upon a September 17, 2025 Environment Division field assessment, the subject waterfront property is marked by a partially failing bulkhead with high tide waters bypassing the structure, thereby setting the town wetland permitting authority at 200 feet landward of surface waters and wetlands. As such, a Conservation Board wetland permit application needs to be filed. Second, as the current project plans would require the granting of significantly less wetland construction setbacks and the minimum 100 feet wetland building setback required by Section 325-9, which are the standards for issuing a wetland permit, it is highly unlikely that the current redevelopment proposal would be wetland permitted. As such, any decision on the pending variance application needs to be held in abeyance until the requisite wetland approvals are obtained. And lastly, as the lot is characterized by challenging terrain, the intended grade modifications will need to be detailed on a survey, along with spotting of the existing large trees and depiction of the present-day natural vegetative cover. Stormwater runoff will need to be abated by installation of subsurface drainage.
Is there a motion to send these comments to the ZBA?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Gerard Perino.
This pending variance application before the Zoning Board of Appeals relates to developed property at 28 Bonita Road in the hamlet of East Quogue. There are two recommended advisory comments. The first indicates that based upon a September 16, 2025 Environment Division field assessment, the residential improvements which were authorized pursuant to Conservation Board of Wetland Permit number CB 25002, which was issued on January 6, 2025, have already commenced. That being said, the construction which is underway appears to be compliant with the terms and conditions of such permit. And second, there needs to be a showing on part of the applicant that the circumstances of the subject property are unique and are not found on other lots in Shinnecock Shores, and that any failure to grant the requested variance from the flood damage prevention requirements of the code, and to ask that the finished first floor be further elevated to 2 feet above base flood elevation or 10 feet would result in extraordinary hardship.
Motion to send these comments to the ZBA.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Joseph Frederick Gaza and Blair Catherine Gaza.
This application relates to vacant property in the hamlet of Queehog. There are two recommended comments. The first indicates that based upon an August 20, 2025 Environment Division field assessment, the land which would be affected by the pending variance application consists of exemplary freshwater wetlands and coastal pine barrens whose conservation is warranted to the maximum extent practicable. The tract is also vitally important as a clean, natural groundwater recharge area and as a forested watershed and headwaters for Aspetuck Creek. Second, as such, there needs to be a clear demonstration on part of the applicant that any decision to deny the variance would result in extraordinary hardship and that there are no environmentally less damaging practicable alternatives available wherein the need for zoning relief could be averted.
Motion to send comments to the ZBA.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The administrative wetland permits are in your packets. And we'll move on to resolution of conditional approval. A021077, Anthony Rapillo. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval is granted to Anthony Rapillo for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A025012, 11 The Parkway LLC. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval granted to 11 The Parkway LLC for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A025034, Omar Farouk. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval granted to Omar Farouk for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A025036, Frank Zustovich. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval granted to Frank Zustovich for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A025021, Mark Charbonneau and Donna Charbonneau. And the applicant requests postponement to October 8th, 2025.
Move to postpone. Second.
All in favor? Preliminary review, second determination, A025019, Stephen Tempesta and Jennifer Tempesta.
Marty Shea, Chief Environmental Analyst for the town. This application relates to a residentially developed waterfront property on East Beach Drive in the hamlet of North Sea. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated September 22nd, 2025. The application has been made in order to obtain a wetland permit to redevelop the.
I think you're looking at the wrong address. It's 35 East Beach Drive.
Is it wrong on the agenda?
Correct, and they're looking at the wrong house on the map.
Yeah, that is the wrong house.
Is 35?
Yes.
Yeah, it's, yeah, it's the house.
Across the street.
Sure.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's,
That looks better. That's it.
there it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, as you can see in the aerial, there's property benefits from an existing home and a seaside deck and detached garage, pervious drive. The septic system is located on the seaward side of the existing residence. The application has been made in order to demolish and remove the existing residential improvements, to abandon the septic system, and to construct a new elevated single-family dwelling with a seaside deck and steps and a front entry porch. A garage is also planned below the proposed finished first floor. The sanitary system, again, would be upgraded by installation of an innovative alternative on-site wastewater treatment system on the roadside of the house. The applicant is also seeking a permit to construct a stone revetment on the immediate seaward side of the new elevated home and elevated deck. This is an application for which significant additional information is needed in order to make a determination. As such, I'm recommending that a public hearing be held.
Motion to have public hearing?
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby schedules the public hearing for November 5th, 2025, and that a notice of public hearing be published in the Town Gazette newspaper pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-8C of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 025032, Andrew Crack and Sarah Hexter.
This application relates to an existing residentially developed property on the private section of Point Road in the hamlet of Flanders. The property is adjacent to state and town regulated tidal wetlands. There is a preliminary advisory report on file with an original date of September 18, 2025, and a revision date of September 24, 2025. The application has been made in order to legalize demolition and removal of a former residential elevated front porch, as well as to legalize and complete construction of a new elevated screen porch in the same footprint. As indicated by the advisory report, the property has some history before this board, in that previously the board had permitted a residential addition and a rear and front deck area under the prior ownership. That deck area was reconfigured. The steps were changed as well. So the rear deck, the current footprint of the rear deck needs to be legalized. There was also an outdoor framed shower that was added on the landward side of the dwelling that need to be legalized as well. In meeting with the landowners recently, They indicated that the prior screen deck had deteriorated and was in danger of collapse. So in order to ensure continued safety for the occupants, they had commenced demolition and reconstruction. In light of the circumstance and the location of the home on the opposite side of a road, pervious stone road from the wetlands, and the naturalized state that the property is in, as well as the small footprint of the house. I am recommending that the project plans be approved and also that the public hearing requirement be waived.
Motion waived to,
Move to waive the public hearing.
second?
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 025033 Gregory S. Little, and the applicant requests postponement to October 8th, 2025.
Postpone to October 8th.
All in favor? Opposed? Resolution due to modification. CB 24012 Greg Savino and Lisa Savino.
This application for a modified wetland permit relates to a waterfront property on Robbins Lane in the hamlet of North Sea. The application has been made because the landowners would like to add a framed outdoor shower. The location of the shower would be consistent with the wetland construction setbacks that were previously required by this board for the purposes of residential development. The site conditions have not changed, and there's no concern that the installation of the shower will result in any new or adverse wetland impacts. Dry well will be installed for the shower. So this is a resolution to approve the requisite modified wetland permit so that the exterior shower can be built, and so that the landowner can continue to proceed with this project.
Move to issue the modification.
Second?
Resolved that a wetlands permit modification be issued to Greg Savino and Lisa Savino for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? CB 25015 Todd Neufeld.
This wetland permit modification application relates to a property that is being redeveloped that contains a freshwater pond and town-regulated, naturally vegetated wetlands. Previously, the landowner had received a wetland permit and modified wetland permit for the purposes of demolishing and removing the pre-existing home and building the new home. After the issuance of the modified wetland permit, the landowners found that they needed to obtain a variance from the Zoning Board of Appeals for the swimming pool, which would be located on the south side of the house. The Zoning Board of Appeals asked that the residence and pool be shifted a little bit further north in order to provide for a greater setback of the pool from the south property line. Although the footprint of the home and permitted accessory improvements is being shifted further north. It is not being modified, and the relocation of the new residence actually results in some additional feet landward from the nearest wetlands. We just went out and looked at the property. The former residence has already been demolished and removed. The prior septic system has been abandoned, consistent with Suffolk County Health Department requirements, and the requisite silt fence barriers have been installed. That being said, there is no concern that the repositioning of the home and pool is going to result in any new or adverse wetland impacts. As such, the resolution before you would approve the requisite second modified wetland permit in order to allow the landowner to proceed with redevelopment.
Motion to issue modification?
Second?
Resolve that a second wetlands permit modification be issued to Todd Neufeld, proposed project on terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
The minutes, can we postpone
No,
them?
we don't have a quorum, because I can't vote.
Do we
Didn't
have
you
to make a
postpone them?
motion to postpone them or anything?
No, I
Just. leave
They'll
them
just be
on? Okay.
automatically postponed.
All right, just want to make sure.
So we'll vote on them the next time we have the right people. So it's moved and seconded to be adjourned. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you all.
All right.